Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Alright, today we are going to be watching another episode of Exandria Unlimited Calamity, because holy shit, did it get emotional in the last one. Shed a tear. I wasn't expecting to. Like I said, I thought maybe a character dying, if they had like a really sad death with emotional music in the background, and you know, all the fun stuff that really makes you feel things you just don't want to feel. I thought that's what would get me, but no, man. It was freaking just a random emotional part with with Seret and his kids and, you know, all that incredibly depressing house burning stuff. My God, it got to me. I don't know why, but it sure got to me. But then we progressed into some more even depressing stuff with Evandrin and Xerxes having that conversation about their kid and what they're going to do. Is he going to take the artifact? And like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with that. He's possibly going to be resurrected. He's possibly going to turn evil, but, you know, be resurrected. I have no idea. Or is he just going to move on to the next life and hope that Evandrin can escape after, I mean, he's been stuck there for, what was it, like 8 years, 10 years or something crazy like that, and he's never been able to escape. So no idea. That, I mean, that's a gamble, because if he does escape, then there's a possibility that he could resurrect them, as he was talking about, and it's all up in the air right now. Literally anything could happen, and I've got no idea which way they're going to go, because Jesus Christ, he baffles my mind, man. Brennan, the fucking wizard, it's just, I think he's going to go one way with it, and then he just completely averts expectations and just goes to the left. And I'm just like, I was expecting a right move, and it's a left move, and bam, the entire story's just changed, and something else gets revealed, or we'll have another emotional moment, or there's a thing that the characters could do that I didn't know they could do, and there's just so much stuff. I can't tell which way he's going to go with it, because it'll just change on a whim. And I love it. I really do. And just quickly before we get into it, again, if you guys didn't see my my community post about it, the wrap-up party that they do, where they talk about the characters and the choices that they made, and I think they might talk about like what would have happened if they made these other choices and what Brennan had in store for them. But if you guys want me to live stream that, we can all watch it together, and then I'll still make a video out of it. Don't worry, I'll cut the obviously bits out where, you know, I don't know, I'm going to the toilet or something. The live streams, obviously, if I just upload the entire live stream, there's going to be bits of just dead air. But you know, I can cut those out. So it's only like 2 hours, so it'll be a bitch to render, but it's worth it. I can guarantee it. So if you guys are interested in that, by all means, I will do it. It might be a bit difficult with time zones and stuff like that. Obviously, some of you guys, like if there's a large chunk of you guys I can do a certain time, I'll try and do it that time, but then obviously some of you guys might not be able to watch it at that time, and it's just kind of a majority rules type thing. I don't want it to be, and it sucks that it is going to be that way, but you know, like I say, time zones are not our friends. Just like in D&D in real life, you know, it's meeting up and scheduling things. That's the real enemy. That is the real battle with D&D campaigns. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, please do let me know, and I'm more than happy to do it. I'll probably do it anyways, but you know, I'm just letting you guys know. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the episode. Let's see what Brennan has in store for us. Will I cry? Will I die? Sorry, that was just the only thing that rhymed with it, so I'm gonna roll with it. Let's go. All right, Brennan, please don't depress me.
We don't have to accept it.
I don't accept it.
I don't accept it either.
I start to reach for the mace.
Oh shit, no!
Find a way, Evandrin. And if that place up there amongst the stars is where I belong, then I will end up there.
You see, he looks to you as you reach for the mace. You look in his eyes. You know that if you move into the space beyond, that your beautiful husband will not find a way to save your son.
No.
He has been trapped here for many long years.
He's gotta take the maze.
If Elias is to be saved, then you know what must be done.
If any of them are to be saved, then I know what must be done.
Your hand grasps the mace.
I say to him, what follows the age of Arcanum eventually must be the age of salvation. And I grab it with all of my strength.
He looks at you. Fire. Your gleaming armor is charred with flame beyond recognition. Your skull begins to split as two curling ram's horns move from your skull. You see Evandrin looks and goes, Xerxes, no! Xerxes! You feel yourself being pulled. You know the bargain you have struck by accepting this power.
Son of a dick.
And he looks out after you. Moving through fire, you are not burned. And at first you wonder if it is due to some image of your new form. But you know that that's not why you're not being burned.
Shit. Oh, fuck, sorry.
Because the devil wants his followers to hurt. And you're not hurting because from the stars themselves, a love as profound as any that Exandria has ever known surrounds you.
Oh, good God.
You hear Evandrin's voice in your mind. I don't know how deeply you have sacrificed to do what must be done, but I know this. There is no God that strides this world that I worship more than I worship your heart. There is a power beyond the stars that you alone could find. And though you may be his by working of foul magic, I vow this. I bear your name. I bear it on this stone. And one day I will bring you home. You arrive back in the chamber. And
So is he evil? Like, is he...
Nidus is stable on the ground.
And you stomp on his head. Could you imagine?
Aisha and Loquacious are both dead. It is the 4th round since they have died.
What is my state? Do I have hit points? Do I have spell
You have 40 hit points. You have the spell slots you had while you were alive.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, indeed.
You got a mace.
Yeah, you got a mace.
Is my telepathic bond still on, or is that severed?
I think the bond. Give me a. Do you think Xerxes would keep it, or do you think he would sever it?
I think it's gone.
Cool. It's gone.
I think it's gone.
You come back.
I don't think he would have known better. I think it would have just left him.
You come back, and as you arrive, you see your friends. You get here, and Laren, immediately on the screen, you see Xerxes curling ram's horns, charred armor, wielding a mace, no shield. But as you are holding the mace, you've arrived. There is writing in Infernal growing around the mace. It's like the contract for your soul is writing itself upon the mace.
It's not finished being written.
It's not finished being written.
Can I assess the situation around me, I'd like to know if I can tell that he's still alive. If they're
You can
dead.
tell that he is. You can tell that your old friend is still alive. Pasha and Loquacious are both dead, but quite recently.
Oh my god, please
And,
tell me you can bring them back to life.
Vespin Chloris is in this chamber, who wheels around to see you.
Squash his ass.
But sees a fellow fiend and regards you appropriately. Does not seem to advance on you.
Leave this place. This is now under
Go
my
back to yours. Our lips first touch outside your
Give
doors.
me
Sorry,
a
that song.
Persuasion.
It's a
Can I use
banger.
a bonus action?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna use my channel divinity.
Okay.
It gives me a +5. So emanating from me.
Yeah.
Emanating.
Godless no more.
Yeah, emanating from me is just like the ripples, and then and it just kind of like enters everyone around me, and they all sense of calm. They all settle in themselves as I use my channel divinity.
When he does that,
Yeah.
yo, Dweomer, my homie,
Yeah.
maybe works a little different. Can I use her like a bit of an intercom?
Sure.
I think I've yelled through her at people.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Then you hear the moment you say that. What have you become? If you're him, bring them back!
And this is through Dweomer.
Yeah.
Calm down.
That you just like feel this like peaceful presence just emanate, and it floods into Dweomer because Dweomer's a subject of it as well.
Yeah.
So
I will say, actually, because of that, roll this with advantage.
Okay.
Go for it.
I just wanted to bring them to life. Like, just bring them back, please. I don't want them to die. Again.
Oh.
I don't want them to die again.
34. Vespin looks out at the now shrieking Dweomer and goes, "Yeah!" and screeches out and blasts her with a fireball, destroying her.
Well.
But you see that he goes and stalks and begins to stalk down the hallway.
Wait. The master has told me that you are to bestow upon me some magic, if you can.
Is he talking to
In order
I
to
will say this:
serve
Vespin
as
at
he
this
says,
point?
you are rapidly losing time.
Okay.
As you can continue this interaction with Vespin, but certain clocks will begin to tick.
Okay,
past.
and I need to know this.
fuck? What? Yeah.
The tree.
Oh, that's too much pressure.
Pieces of it dead. Anything. It's just-
completely sundered around.
I let Vespin leave.
You can give me an insight check on Vespin if you want.
We'll see.
No, you let him die.
Insight?
Insight.
22.
What I'll say is this: as Vespin begins to leave, you look at Vespin, and you see in his face the thing you did not see in the Lord of the Hells. A look of pain and recognition of something that was once a mortal man. But you see he nods to you, and
I run up to him and I touch him and I touch him.
I'm going to say this will bring us into the 5th round.
Okay.
Cool.
I need help.
Cool.
Titties, man.
Go for it.
So I touch Evandrin's namestone and I a cleansing touch through that namestone onto Vespin. I need him.
Okay.
So is he going to turn back the human?
5th round.
Paladin's got big ideas.
Yeah. But will it
1
work?
second. So the DC is 18.
Yes.
You cast your ability,
Yes.
Yes.
the wording of which is you fail all saving throws automatically for a minute.
I do.
But you allow a corrupted being a potential to make a saving throw and attempt to come back or restore some portion of itself.
Oh, is he your ally now, so we get to +5?
Maybe. Save it till after he resurrects me.
Okay. So what you see, I rolled a save. You go to Vespin. Xerxes. You do what you attempted to do on the devil, on the Lord of the Hells. You attempt to give an opportunity for redemption.
Look, not that Vespin would be able to do what the Lord of Hells did, but the last time he tried that, he got his face ripped off, then healed, then his spine broken, then healed, and then eventually, what was it, like set on fire or some shit like that, which eventually killed him. Honest to God, I'd be worried if I was him. I would just be like, you know what it is? Maybe a redemption paladin just isn't for me. Maybe I should be a farmer. A strong farmer. I can protect myself, but a farmer nonetheless. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be dealing with my crops, wheat, milking some cows. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, surely there's better professions for you than the first knight.
For understanding the very act that doomed your soul. An understanding and a belief in the power of redemption that Evandrin thought was beautiful. You stick to your beliefs, even though your beliefs may have doomed not only yourself, but the world. The Lord of the Hells is older than the world. Vespin Chloris was a man.
A simple man.
Power of stars flows through you for what may be one of the last times as you are changing into what you will become. Vespin. Is this naivete? Is this foolishness to open yourself up and give the chance for redemption?
I mean, he is who he is.
In this instance, the skin regrows.
No, it worked.
You see the face of a man still in a fiendish body. He goes, I don't know who you are. Grabs the mace. We don't have much time. Cast time stop. Boom. He reaches his hand into the haft of the mace and says, bad contract. And you see infernal runes move all throughout the room as he has stopped time, looks around and goes, I don't know what power this is you hold, but thank you. I can't do anything about the soul.
That was...
But they usually put the clause about when it goes into effect at the end. He inscribes a series of runes at the end of the haft. The deal for your soul
Is it cut?
goes into effect
At
sunrise. And the redeemed for the moment Vespin Chloris gives you one night. He stands there, just his face peering from a fiendish body.
Is he back to what he was before?
You see, he is no longer this shrieking devil puppet that he was. You see tears stream down a face from gaunt eyes, but is the face of a man. You see, he goes, dispels something in himself, and it comes back, his spine grows.
Oh, I don't have enough power to help you!
It's all right. Listen, we don't have very much time. Let me come out. I don't know much of what's happening. I am Vespin Chloris.
I know.
And you know what I've done.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been dealing with your bullshit for a while now, dude.
I am going to turn back. I don't have the power to stop this. Whatever gift you had bought a moment, but it's a moment only. That mace, you know what it will do to you come sunrise.
I do.
All right. In life I was a Malconvoker, a infernalist. I sought I thought I could do it. I thought I could do it. And the world will remember me as its greatest villain.
That history hasn't been written yet, and you are not out of time. But we are running out of time, and I rush to this guy, and I revivify him.
You have that?
I have it, baby.
You have it.
Yeah.
It's my last 3rd level slot.
Within the time stop. Within the time stop, it's your last 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
You're still in time.
Sorry, is he using it on Loquacious here? Because, I mean, 2 of them were kind of dead. Don't get me wrong, Patia's just a blood puddle at this point, bits strewn around the room, but, you know, guy's still got his dick hanging out. God knows what form it's taken right now.
Stop. So the magic is leaving your hand, and you see it seeping into Loquacious's
Oh, thank God.
chest, his body.
Tell me he comes back to life.
You see that Vespin looks at you. He says, all right. And
I don't have enough. I don't have enough.
Am I awake?
you are awake in this moment.
Oh, thank God. At least one of them's alive.
What's happening?
You were dead, dude.
Oh, I don't have telepathic bond. Fuck.
However,
You got horns.
I will say this. Loquacious, you hear him say, I don't have the spell. I don't have the energy for the spell.
Loquacious, it's me. It's Xerxes. It's Xerxes. There's not enough time to explain, but we have.
I mean, if you think about it, okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, I think that was only a 1st level spell, actually, wasn't it? I was saying he still has that thing that Laren give him, which has the spell slot in it, but I'm fairly certain that's just for a 1st level spell, not a 3rd level, so I don't think it would work.
I have friends that are down. I rush to Nidus, who I know is only unconscious, and I lay on hands, give him 5 hit points.
I will say this. You are about to rapidly come out of the time stop.
Yeah.
Both of you give me perception checks.
I'm not even perceiving. I'm reaching down to the stone that she gave me.
As you say, you don't have the energy for
I
it.
don't have the energy.
Loquacious holds raw ether in
Do I
his
know
hand.
what it is?
Is it-
That's the one that
I take
saved
it.
the spell.
And I rush to Patia, and I cast Revivify on her.
Did it work?
Quay and Patia, you are both at one.
Oh,
So dumb.
he's a god. He's an actual god at the game.
Happy.
Sorry, I thought that the little stone that had the ether, I thought it was only for a 1st level spell slot. I didn't realize it was for a 3rd. Oh, I'm so happy though. Oh my God, Patia, you have no idea. Not Patia, sorry, Laren. Because didn't Abria, didn't she like just randomly come up with that like on the fly? It was just like, oh yeah, can I like, as Loquacious is leaving, can I just, you know, put a spell slot, like the ether spell slot in his pocket without him knowing? And then obviously he found it later. So that whole thing just spiraled into the fact that they are now alive again. I mean, Loquacious would have been alive anyways, but Patia would not have been. That, oh my God. Oh, praise the Lord.
The power of love.
He's gonna kill us all 3 times.
What happened to you? What's on your face?
I don't even know what it looks like. Then he just forms into it and shows him.
In this time warp.
It's coming out. You see Vespin looks and says, you do not have much time left, but listen, you know of what the Lord of the Hells spoke. The one of you... You have precious little time. If there's anything you must ask me it now before I go. I will try to fling myself somewhere else in the city far from here, but I will come back. I cannot stay like this.
How do we save the city? How do we stop them? Like,
Oh, I love it.
What have you left behind? You had to have left something behind.
He says, there is no, they are here.
They're
the tree is
here.
destroyed. They are here. Go. The woman, the first one, the one who warned you first, the Hall of Prophecy.
We'll go there. I rush to Nidus and I lay
He
on
dimension
hands.
doors and says, do not bother with my name. In the darkness, I saw my name would be destroyed. And I asked beyond all things not to be forgotten. And I know the Lord of the Hells will see that wish granted. I thought, I'm a fool. And I have brought ruin to the world. Hope that you are forgotten. and he moves through.
I just kind of feel bad for the guy now.
In that moment,
Because I went through this whole thing being like, this guy's an asshole. Like, why would he do something so stupid as to, you know? But then again, he was probably tricked. He was definitely tricked, and then, you know, turned into that disgusting monstrosity that he became. But he's not necessarily redeemed himself. He did kind of screw over the world, I'm not going to lie, but he's getting there. Not that he'll ever have a chance again, because I'm fairly certain that he's fucked at this point. But he's helped a little bit, at least. He started on the path of redemption.
hands on Nidus and I give him 5 hit points.
Whew. You
So much information just got dropped in about 30 seconds from Brennan there.
and Laren. Huh?
Okay, if I had to wait for him to show up, would I have teleported somewhere where
I mean, I wait that long. I'll pass.
Yeah, but I was by myself for a very long time.
It'd be a pretty crazy show to watch. Pretty solid show.
I'm just gonna fully. You're back, and that's all you. So you have no more revivifies, correct?
I have no more revivifies.
That's all she wrote.
That's it. It's gone.
Well used.
Technically, I had it next
Well
to-
used.
Well,
yes.
Looking out
Well
the
used.
viewing window, I know he said, I heard the Lord of Hell say that Vespin needed to go to a gate.
He needed to prepare a gate.
Yeah. Would I have any idea where that would be?
No, but there's a limited number of places that you can start ruling out. In other words, there are multiple places it could be. You need to know more, but knowing more is a thing that could happen fast.
Then I wait for Sarah.
You wait for Sarah. Sarah, you arrive. I will bring all of us here. I'm just going to say you arrive here in this chamber. Vespin, you hear a shriek from deep within the Meridian Labyrinth. He dimension doored somewhere, but it has stopped. The
cleanse is worn off, huh?
He did not have someone to give him until sunrise. He's gone, and he belongs to the Lord of the Hells. You gave him a moment, and a moment only.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. For a guy who was like being controlled and just turned into, you know, what he is, like the infernal creature, the fact that for a split second, because like you said, that cleanse only worked for a moment. The only reason it even lasted as long as it lasted was because the second he sort of gained consciousness of what he once was, he immediately time stopped. Had he not done that, it would have probably just thingied up. He would have been like, what the? Just straight back to, you know, the way he was. So it's a lucky thing this guy is a quick thinker, even though, like, it's essentially like being woken up, I would imagine. And I'm not going to lie to you, when I first wake up, I'm out of it. I still think I'm dreaming half the time. It takes me a good 10 minutes of just, like, lying in bed, just being like, okay, where the fuck am I? What am I doing with my life? So, quick thinking in his part.
Are we all here?
You are all here.
We have to go to the oracles.
I guess.
Yeah.
And I just wrap my arms around him.
I'm
so sorry.
No. You had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I can't blame her for just leaving. He was dead.
Where?
But, you know.
What happened to you?
I made a deal.
Even Harry went back for Cedric's body, you know what I mean?
Most of myself.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna punch him real hard.
bar punch.
You made a deal? For what?
For you. It's what allowed me to come back to save you.
I saw you in that moment when everyone else was down. You stood beside him. What did you do? Don't look away from me. The city is burning.
The city is burning, and he's here. And I played a part in him
We both
coming.
We all did.
Well, not all of us.
No, not all.
Sorry, that was... I love just Sarah's little addition there. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, if I was in Paisha's like situation right now, she's almost dead again. Basically, she's only been revived, so she's got very little health. I would well imagine you'd be a little bit lethargic. You know, being brought back from the dead probably does a number on your body. But she would probably remember everything that just happened to her. So the fact that she definitely remembers her arm being ripped off at the elbow, which is pain she definitely felt, then like her magical items exploding, her body twisting, and then eventually her head just spinning all the way around to snap and kill her, and then her body explodes into a puddle of blood and viscera. If I was her, I'd just go home. I'll go for a nap. Because PTSD is a real thing, a massive thing, and if she doesn't have it, she is better than I.
You're right.
But we've all made deals in the past. Maybe not all, but we've all made deals. Maybe not as horrifying as the one you just did.
We don't have time for self-flagellation.
No, we don't.
There's a gate. He's making a gate to bring back the Emperor. We have to find the gate and stop it. We can still save the city.
Vespin.
How?
We can
This
fix this.
clear-headed Vespin said that we need to go to the Oracle.
Then why are
Then
we
let's
waiting
go.
here?
Are we sure?
We're
We
not.
don't have much time.
We don't, but we have nowhere else to go.
I mean, he is definitely on borrowed time. He's got a what, sunrise?
Carwin.
Yes, Carl.
I don't know how to read.
I mean, I know I keep pausing that, I'm sorry, but because he's only got till sunrise right now, and if I remember correctly, didn't Brennan in the last episode say it was like 4 a.m. or something? Given the time of year, obviously depending, you know, sunrise could be at any time, from like 5 a.m. till 8 a.m. You know what I mean? So he could have an hour, he could have a couple of hours, but at most he's only got a couple of hours to get all of this squared off. Otherwise, he will just continue to, you know, become the bitch of the Lord of Hells.
Look at us. We're not in any shape. No. Whatever any of us can do to help, we need to do it now. We need it now.
Yeah, you don't have the luxury of a
We
long
can
rest,
go
you know.
and do that at the same time. I start to move, and I put hands on myself.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a 3rd level healing word on Loquacious, and I'm gonna throw a 3rd level healing word on Paisha. It's 3d4 plus 5 for each of you.
I'll throw a healing word right back at you, pal.
Thanks, man.
3rd level.
I will say, you guys do, I mean, you guys do all have the ability as you're moving, if you want to take full actions to do cure wounds or anything like that, you're also welcome to do that as well. Ooh.
I'm gonna do my mage armor, at-will mage armor spam to try to get my arcane ward
Cool.
back up.
All of you move. You rush to, the Hall of Prophecy.
On the way there, do we see people fighting? People.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it sucks.
5th.
Yes,
3rd
you.
level. Cure wounds.
Oh,
Oh, cure wounds?
Yes, so it's still just 15 points.
You move from here. You see the crumpled body of Dweomer on the ground. You exit as fast as you can, casting spells. Paisha, give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm so glad they're all alive again. I know I just said it before, but
16.
Can't name it, can't put a thought to it, but you feel something like holding ether in your body, something that you like took from the Tree of Names. It's hard to talk about, but as you came back, you got something from that legend lore, something big and powerful. It's hard for your mind to access. There's like something magical inside you that you don't know if you would survive releasing it.
this is like a Gale situation from Baldur's Gate 3.
It is not infernal. It's something from the tree, but there is something within you, and you're on a 16.
Is it
it's
druidic?
not- you were dead. You've come back. Everything has gone to hell. Your city is slowly erupting in flames, and but you feel that unmistakably.
When I hear Laren and Xerxes talk about the Emperor and Empress, do I get a ping? Do I know what they're talking about?
Yes, Emperor Raushan of fire and the Empress Comort of the earth.
The Empress, was that the prophecy thing about the mother's embrace, that you'll never see the mother's embrace? Is she that like Empress of the Earth?
You arrive quickly at the Hall of Prophecy. The guards are gone. There are screams from a nearby neighborhood.
Is everyone? Is it just chaos? People running around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could well imagine.
The sinking of the Titanic, or
You see,
There's going to be no rhyme or reason
as
to
you
people
begin
running around. A
walking,
panic is a
You
panic.
see open crowds of people fleeing from devils.
okay.
You are welcome to join them in battle and stop them. It is 4:15 in the morning,
Wow.
Yeah.
and the sun will rise before.
Oh, okay.
6
Well, that kind of answers my question then. Okay, good.
Time to get ritually get the telepathic bond back up.
Would you want to take 10 minutes and make it 4:25
As we're running.
as we're running? Yeah, I'll allow it.
Thanks.
I'll allow it.
Then the first thing I ask
A true kindness.
is
I
a
have-
special message to Sarah. Are your children safe?
Ah, so cute.
They are. I hope it was worth the risk.
I have 2 questions. I think.
Yes,
Where's Tempest right now?
Tempest is still here. Your griffin can
Right.
fly.
He flies down. I call him forth. I climb onto him and I move up so I can get as much visual.
Now, what would be kind of cool, just a little tidbit, is if it was like a Ghost Rider situation. Now, the way he describes, I've literally just heard its name, his griffin. When he describes it, it sounds so fucking cool. Like the whole celestial stars and like in space and stuff like that. Sounds epic, and I wouldn't want it to change. But just like if he jumped on it and it sort of formed to the way he was in his kind of like hellish state, like it turned like red with like a flaming tail or some shit. It would be pretty badass.
Everyone.
It is chaos, and no one knows what to do. People are screaming, running. There are devils everywhere. Fires are starting up. Excelsior Plaza is a vision of hell on earth. You see, flying up, chaos and ruin.
I would like to do one thing. As I'm absorbing all of this, taking it all in, and seeing my part in it all, Xerxes closes his eyes and he tries to hold on to that cosmic connection one last time. And I'm gonna use the banner.
You hold the banner aloft as you fly, the banner of Avalier. Absolutely.
Normally he would shout an incredible, passionate battle cry. But this time,
Inspire everybody.
it's just silent. And that energy flows out into anyone within sight.
All of those within sight gain temporary hit points as they look and see the banner flying, and you begin to hear people shouting and saying, "Defenses, get defenses out to the edge of the street! Move quickly!" And you hear spells firing out. You see, Colossi and Caro Hulks moving into position, and you look down and see figures begin to flock under the banner. As you fly overhead, the city begins, you hear horns and things shouting. It still looks like chaos, but the people are alerted that something is wrong. Anyone asleep awakes.
Everybody gets 19 temporary hit points.
19, hell yeah.
It's
What is it, like your level plus
It's essentially
proficiency or something?
and charisma.
I give you 3d4 plus 5.
Yeah, he gets
I
level
will.
plus for
Let me
five.
ask
I
this:
expect-
Do
I
you
can roll them for you
Yeah.
if you'd like, of course.
do you have that? Not to be mean.
Yes.
Do you? Has it been a long rest? Have you refreshed your ability from?
I haven't used this yet.
You used it at the Ivy table when
Yeah.
you used your inspiring leader feat, I believe.
Oh, the inspiring leader
feat.
Yes. So this still active. This still requires that access to that.
Yes, I'm going to allow the banner to be used for the populace,
population.
but not as a game mechanic.
For us.
Cool.
Perfect.
You guys don't get 19 temp HP.
My Griffin does.
Um,
Thank you for that.
you got it. You rush to the Hall of Prophecy. It is unguarded. The guards have clearly moved off because they've heard screaming and cries for help and went to investigate. The door is open. You rush inside, and as you do, you move into the chamber where Xerxes was before, and you see Carwin, this beautiful oracle, asleep in bed. You see, with the magic circle around her.
So much is going on, dude.
Break it.
So much.
Break it.
Break the circle.
I'm not mad. None of us are mad.
Yeah, she's not. I'll break it.
Nidus, you dispel the circle. It breaks, and she goes, ah! And it's a healthy, powerful looking.
Ooh.
She actually is going to upcast an immediate mass healing word.
Hell yeah!
Everybody here gains 10 HP.
Yes.
Vespin Claw is coming through.
And says, her eyes roll back in her head, and she rises from her bed into the air. When crowned fire and a throned earth stride forth to join ancient war anew, then mother and father shall fall to the hands of their imprisoned kin, and all the stars will weep until the death of light for lost Exandria, whose every ashen breath will wish for death, and never knowing peace shall stumble evermore to seek in vain the end of horror without name.
We can't let land.
What do we do?
We have to.
This is fucked up.
If it lands,
That's quite the prophecy.
freed.
The gate has to be at Cathmoira.
The giants, whatever it's called.
Get me to the helm.
To the helm?
Give me an Arcana check, Lauren, if you'd be so kind.
Ugh.
So bad. 13.
If anyone wants to give the help action.
Can I inspire?
Yes, you can inspire. Yes, yes, yes.
This is help. Help me think good.
Yes,
I'll give you the help.
I'll
Thank
give,
you.
I'll give the
Inspire
top action.
you.
A 13? A
Thanks.
13?
Yeah.
Oh, it was worse. You nice.
You got it.
Got worse.
It's the lesson.
Sorry. What's it's a D10?
D10.
Oh God, it's so bad. 16.
16.
Brendan, I understand how all of this works.
It's hilarious because you can tell Brennan is trying so hard to like help her out so that you can kind of like push them towards the right direction. Say, yeah, you can. Yeah, that's a terrible one, but you can just, you know, if you want, inspire her. Say, yeah, like inspire me. It's even worse. You know, just, we'll find another way.
From the heart of Avalier, please. Please. It's not the engines, it's me. I know this.
As you begin to say, get me to the helm, that stone is shattered, the one that Sarah saw. On a 16. There is a world where you fix the helm in the next hour and a half.
Oh, boy.
My God.
There is a world where you fix the helm in the next hour and a half. It would require you to get there and know everything that the dead Akami Ro knew about how the helm worked. I will also say,
We got a bunch. We got 11 batteries and a rudder.
Laren, you have paid very dearly for your astral lay right.
Yeah.
With the Calyx destroyed and the Drashari tithe now irrelevant. There exists a possibility to work some great magic with the Layrite itself. On a 16, you can't think of it right here in this Hall of Prophecy, but the limiter, the etheric limiter, is gone. The tree is gone. We know what ruin that has brought to Exandria, but that ruin is already here. And now you have a device that has never before been seen in this world, and will, in fact, never be seen again. But
Jackie Chan?
you,
Pulling out the moves.
on a 16, you know one thing. Ley lines are attached to the world of Exandria itself. And the world is in and of the same thing as these primordials. And if you could take a ley line and move it off the world, what might you be able to do to a primordial?
Getting to have a very bad idea. And I kind of step back to think and figure this out.
What is your bad idea?
All of the energy, everything I built still works somehow. So we move the city, or we move the Emperor and Empress themselves. I have 11 working batteries. And a rudder that can do something that's never been done before.
They're under the mountain, though. The Emperor and the Empress.
So are the ley lines that we've been traveling across.
So there may be a way for you to use the engine to transport them to another plane.
That's the best I've got.
That... How much energy would that use,
You have to know
though?
where they are, or would it be when they emerge?
I think I know where they are.
There we go.
You do?
I mean, she
Slide.
could Paisha be used as a conduit for a battery? Because she has all of that energy that she doesn't know what it is, and she doesn't want to release it because she doesn't know what it could do. But could she be used as a substitute for a battery in order to help?
I saw it when I touched the tree.
Wouldn't we have to go there to touch them to activate it, or can you just point it at them?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think this could work.
Yeah, I'm sure it could.
It's got to. We can still fix this.
We have 11 batteries.
More than
There's 6 of us.
Yeah.
Just to double check, our two options are to try to fix the helm.
Which would take an
barely
hour and a
making
half.
Time,
Yeah.
prevent the city from connecting with Kath Moira, stopping all of this, or locate a primordial
And
emperor
move them to a
empress
different
on the
plane.
mountain and try to move them off this plane.
Even if we fix the helm, there's no guarantee that this city isn't still going to connect to Exandria.
Is that true?
Not only that, even if we stop the descent, all of these demons and devils are still here, right? They'll try to get control again, won't they?
So we just have to move the goalpost.
Carwin looks at all of you.
That's
and
a lot of
sends it
energy.
back down.
It's a big gamble.
I know what I have seen. If the Emperor and Empress join battle with the betrayers, all hope is lost. If the war is rejoined like it was in days of old with primordials and betrayer gods side by side, there will be no new dawn for Exandria in all the ages of the world.
was for this.
I'll say something to you that I've never said before. Please ignore me and go get to work.
Where do we need to go?
Yeah, I mean, obviously in-game time is different to, the time that we're listening to there, but I don't know how much time has passed since, they're having this big conversation about what they're going to do, because time is quite literally of the essence. If they do not get a move on, they are going to be screwed. They've already took the mask and fixing the helm, and fixing the helm and trying to stop it connecting with Exandria. That's off now. That's now clearly off the table, because, like I said, even if they did it, it may not even work. So moving the Emperor and the Empress, who are located under a mountain, by using the ley rites that Laren has been trying to do and uncover the mysteries of it her entire life. She was able to move a small toy and also move her friend, which she then lost. Doing that to then move the Emperor and Empress. It's a big change. It's a big change. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd be scared.
Follow me.
There's something. I'm going to get us more automatons, constructs. I will meet you there.
I will as well.
While you go, I think I have to. I think I have a duty to report what's happening. If I can get word down to Kathmoira, maybe we could save a lot of lives.
Yeah, get them all to evacuate,
So
just in case.
I just cut you off in case you.
Oh, in case I'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh!
So cute.
Incredible.
Fuck you both. Too much.
8 points.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, first level.
Oh, I can do it at higher levels. Yes, thank you.
Damn.
No, it's just for.
Oh, it's not the best.
Yeah, that was the first one. When he slips the tongue, he gets a boosted level.
I'm gonna patiently wait for their smoochie to
Yeah.
to
It's
end.
longer than
By the way, I'm
yours, isn't it?
only wearing leather armor and no other clothes.
Nice.
Just that top, you're just Donald Ducking it.
Is this a duck penis?
So I'm gonna say, you kiss, Laren. You know that you have a miracle. You have an engine that works, and it is an apogee solstice. Everything is in your hands to try something that has never been done before. And again, I think the questions remain, even if you prevented the city from touching down, which is what the Lord of the Hells wants to happen, you're still living in a world with the betrayer gods. How long can you keep the city in the sky for if they want to come back and push it down? Laren, you take off. Nidus, you're headed to
Level summoning of the dragon again.
You might as well.
Don't have time to shut the fuck up. I am the last dragon of Avalier, and you will do as I command.
as you say.
As you say, I'm sorry, I didn't like.
Love.
Incredible.
I love it.
You take up on your dragon. Xerxes, where are you headed?
Listen, I say to Loquacious, because I know the gods aren't here. The betrayer gods that I saw aren't here anymore. They're going to Vasselheim.
Yeah,
we need to. They're heading to Vasselheim. If you can send some kind of communication to them, they need to be warned.
I'll go to the Herald. If I can go to the Herald's Tome, I can access all sorts of things.
You're going. It's across the plaza. Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm hopping on.
Stride.
Okay, what do I hold on to?
Me.
Incredible.
I'm gonna take how much time do I have left?
It is 4:20 a.m. and
So about an hour and a half ish.
Until sunrise. Right.
and sunrise is 5:45. So you have a little over an hour
Before I lose myself.
before you lose yourself.
Laren is here.
Is this going to be a really depressing ending where,
the work that she needs to do.
even when they do eventually figure it out and they do manage to push off the betrayer gods, this is all still going to accumulate into Xerxes having to leave because he's probably gonna, you know, lose himself, and he's probably gonna either kill himself or he's gonna, I don't know, do something, and it's gonna be like a depressing ending where he has to leave anyways. Maybe Evandrin finally breaks through the veil, and as he does that, Xerxes has to leave because, you know, he's gonna turn into an infernal demon. Demon. It's never happy with D&D. Why?
And all you see is me just hold your face and then just kiss you on your forehead. I forgive you for anything that you think you've done. I forgive you. And so does Evandrin. And I leave.
I push the locket into his hands.
You take
The last thing I have.
the last thing.
And run away.
You run away. Saret, Paisha, Xerxes, where are you heading?
Sarah, where did you send your children?
To be with their mother.
Where is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
How old is young Maya now?
That could be a problem.
14?
What a lovely age. I walk to my great-grandfather's statue.
Is there a... Oh, is there a thing she can do?
You're going to the arch step. You're going to the top of
Going
the
to the
top of the
arch
city.
step.
You head there.
Where is Xerxes going?
Oh, we're going.
Well, you two are going to Excelsior
Yeah.
Plaza.
Oh, Xerxes.
Where's Xerxes going?
I'm going to see my son.
You're going to go find Elias. You see Xerxes is heading over the edge of the city down to Cath Moira.
He looks different.
Yeah, he does.
I follow Xerxes.
You got it.
I told Laren I will meet her there. Quick stop for me.
We'll join you as soon as possible.
All of you vanish. Doom has come. The betrayers walk the world. Carwin of the Hall of Prophecy, who predicted this, has told you the fate that will befall this world
Doesn't sound good.
should the primordials rejoin their ancient allies. Fire spreads. The Ring of Brass has precious little time. Let us all hope that they may do as they have so often done for their city. And we'll find out.
Oh, you son of a
after
bitch.
the break.
Oh man.
Alright. Well, I mean, I guess we'll leave it there for now. You have only Brennan to blame for the fact that I just stopped it there, because I was hooked. Hook, line, and sphincter. Alright, I can't stop watching when I start. It's actually painful at times to stop watching it. But, you know, time is of the essence, and time is not my friend. Time is not anybody's friend. So, yeah. It's insane. Oh, it's so good. I'm so fucking enjoying it. And we've only got like 2 hours left until eventually it does come to an end. I mean, there's so many more D&D campaigns to watch, and I don't know what it is, man. Maybe this one being my first ever like proper D&D tabletop watching it campaign. I've never actually sat and done this before, as you guys know. So I think this one will always have a special place in my heart, and I hope this isn't like setting a bad precedent. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not expecting all of them to be this level, because you know I know Brennan is a top GM, whatever. I think it's GM. But Dungeon Master, Game Master, I think it can be called both. But yeah, I know he's like a top level, as is, you know, obviously Matt Mercer. I know Briaz, she also does it. And I know of a couple of other people that do it. And there's so many more from Dimension 20, and there's so many more from Critical Role themselves. So I'm just hoping this isn't setting like, I'm expecting them all to be this high, and then I watch them and it's, you know, it's not as balls to the wall, which I know a lot of them won't be, because I do plan on, I don't know, because I really want to do Hell's Bells. I always get it mixed up in which one it is. I know it's either Bell or Hell first, but it's one of them. You guys know, the third campaign. I really want to watch that, but I know that links in quite heavily to the first campaign, Because I know, I think maybe like Vax and stuff, or Vex, they do pop up or at least get mentioned in it. And obviously I haven't finished The Legend of Vox Machina, so I don't want to jump into that. But at the same time, I would love to watch the Mighty Nine, but again, that's actually coming out as an animation, and I would much rather watch it as an animation. Same with The Legend of Vox Machina, the second season of that is coming out, so I don't want to start from where it ended in the animation, and there's a whole bunch of things, and I know they are incredibly long campaigns, so, you know, maybe, like, obviously a lot of it's going to be, you know, stupid stuff, not all of it's going to be this condensed, if you know what I mean. Obviously, this is only like 6 episodes, so obviously this is all condensed into, a lot of stuff has to happen quite fast, whereas The Legend of Vox Machina has freaking, what, 100 plus episodes or some shit like that, and they're all like 4 to 6 hours. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done and that can be done in this huge world. So not all of it's going to be this vastly condensed and, you know, stuff happening constantly. Not that I'm like opposed to that, because I love a good story. I never thought I would be one for Dungeons and Dragons, if I'm being honest with you. But listening to this, I fell in love with it. I truly have. And I can't wait to start my own campaign. Not being a GM, because I would be terrible at that, I think. I'm far too lenient with giving people what they want. I'm a people pleaser, and I can't help it. And I'd feel bad for killing a character, even though I knew it's what I need to do. But yeah, this episode, a lot happened, and I'm glad, and I'm really happy where it's going. But I'm also worried about where it's going to go, because like I said, I feel like Xerxes, no matter what, is going to be in this situation where he's going to have to leave. I don't think he's going to be getting cured or anything, and he'll be fine. I think no matter what, he is going to die or have to leave at some point. Maybe sacrifice himself. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be sad. I can guarantee it. I mean, for all I know, he could go see his son, and his son freaks out because the way he looks, and he doesn't want anything to do with him, and it's going to be a whole sad moment. I don't know. I'm not prepared for it. But yeah. Anyways, that was an incredibly long exit. Yeah, incredibly long exit. I was going to say outro, and then I couldn't think of a word, and then my mind just went blank. So yeah, incredibly long exit. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively, and I do massively appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.